So just bring you guys the latest when it comes to Aidos Yerbossynuly. As you guys can tell by the title, he's no longer in a coma. To those who don't know, he recently lost a tough loss in a tough fight where he took a lot of punishment against David Morrell over at the Armory in Minneapolis, Minnesota. He ended up getting stopped, knocked out in the 12th and final round. Um, yeah, the amount of punishment he took in this fight, it was bad. After getting knocked out, he was able to get up, but he was still on wobbly legs to the point where he was stumbling everywhere. David Morrell had to help him out and help him carry him to the corner to sit in the stool. After the fight, they rushed him to the hospital, and it was reported that he was put into a induced coma um because of the punishment that he took in the fight. I believe I remember reading that he suffered a, a bleed in his brain, which is something that happens when you get hit a lot in the head. And yeah, now he's no longer in a coma. Dan Rayfield recently reported it in his little website called FightFreaks.unite. As you guys can tell by the headline, sources Yerbossynuly out of medically induced coma and improving after KO loss. And if you read it here, he said it reads that that they move him out of intensive care and they move him into a regular hospital room and is improving. Um, yeah, I'm just happy. I'm just happy that Yerbossynuly is doing better. Obviously, he's not gonna be the same anymore after this loss. I think rehab would be the next step. Who knows if he lost some functions of of how to eat or what have you. I think Adonis Stevenson had to relearn everything. He had to learn how to walk, how to talk, how to eat, and everything. I'm not sure how serious it is for your Busnuli, but um, it's a serious thing. It's he. I'm sure he's gonna have to relearn something. Oh, and it says here that it was a swelling in his brain, not a bleed, because of swelling. Um, and yeah, it doesn't really go into details of what's going on. Apparently, there's some representatives of TGP Promotions and PBC that are there with Aidos Yerbossynuly, and they asked that out of respect of him and his family, they don't want to share any details, so they just asked the community, the boxing community, us, to keep him in our thoughts and prayers. And yeah, I wish nothing but the best for Yerbossynuly. Um, Hope he recovers as soon as possible so that he can go back home to his family and his hometown. Uh, so so yeah, I'm just glad, just glad. What happened to Yerbossynuly is just another reminder of how dangerous this sport is. As much as we enjoy, watching two guys or ladies, two fighters going at it inside the ring, um, this can happen. This can happen. Is there a way to prevent it? It's tough to say because a lot of these fighters have a lot of heart and determination that they keep moving forward no matter what, and they keep getting hit in the head a lot. And at the moment it looks like he's taking the punishment, but all this time inside his brain it's swelling. And in the end, it's up to the referee. Tony Weeks is a great referee, by the way. I'm not blaming Tony Weeks or anything. I'm just saying that it's a tough situation to try to prevent something like this from happening. Now, there are some cases where it's very obvious that a fighter is getting hit too much, getting punched in the head too much. But in this case, your Businuli, even though he was losing the fight, he was having moments. He was having moments here and there. Was it enough to win rounds? Probably not. But he was still in there. He was still trying his best to win. And unfortunately, this happened. And again, I wish nothing but the best for Yerbossynuly. I hope he recovers as soon as possible. And hopefully, um, you know, the effects of the brain swelling didn't lead to too much damage. Um, Let me know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for listening and watching, and like always, have a great day. All right, thanks.